Hi kids, children, adults, grandparents, people of all ages. You might be a cat, you might be a dog, or anything in between, or perhaps you are an inanimate object. Alright. We oftentimes, yes, I know this looks weird, seeing me upside down, seeing my nose. We often use these little shiny objects, known to most human beings as mice. And even in a computer, you say mice, you do not say mouses. That doesn't sound right. Let me position this a little better for you kids. Right there is about as good as it's going to get. Okay, so anyway, I'm too cheap and lazy to actually have screen recording software. So I'm using my MacBook to record this video. And it happens to be working okay as far as you can see everything on the screen because you see the light source is the screen and not something else interfering with it. So anyway, I'm the kind that likes to use keyboard shortcuts a lot, and in fact you can get by almost without a mouse if you know enough of the shortcuts and enough of the keyboard commands. You can be a lot more productive and you can get a lot more done and a lot quicker if you rely on the keyboard. That's less times that your hand has to reach away from the keyboard and move over to an object called a mouse. I'm not saying you're completely going to survive without a mouse, but keyboard shortcuts can really make things speedy. One lovely keyboard shortcut is Alt F4, which will close your window. So don't accidentally push Alt F4 on your keyboard and wonder what happened, because that means you can close your window. So here, we're going to just show it to you. Alt F4. Oops! There goes Firefox. Let's reopen it. Okay. How about maximize? Alt space X. And when you do that, you hold down the Alt key and push space. Then you let go of that and push X. Likewise, for minimize, you do the same thing, except for instead of X, you push N as in nice. Not as in mice, but as in nice. Friendly kind of nice, I hope. Or nice. Kind of nice. Anyway, Alt space N. And also another thing you can do is Alt Tab, which allows you to switch between windows. Back to Firefox. If you do Alt space R, it's restore, so it'll restore your window to the previous size, etc. X to again maximize it again. R or short. Anyway, yeah, enough fun with that. Okay, Alt M is move. So you can even move your window without your mouse. Alt space M, and then you push the arrow keys to position your window wherever you would like it. And then push enter and it stays. Let's see. Of course, your lovely start menu is the start Windows key on your keyboard. However, if you happen to have a keyboard that does not have a Windows logo key, which most have one nowadays, but if you're running boot camp or such, anyway, Control Escape also brings up the start menu. If you hold down Control Escape, you can have a lot of fun like I do, which makes your start menu flicker. Yeah. Anyway, Control Escape is that. Of course, we have Control Delete, which we know what that is. And old versions of Windows, it would just automatically start Task Manager and Vista, and in 7, you get this screen that you prompted with first. Control Shift Escape will bring up Task Manager. That is true on Windows XP, Vista, or 7. Let's see. What else can we do? Okay, well, let's try some of the Windows 7 only keyboard shortcuts. There's also a website that will help you with that, if I can find it again. Windows 7 keyboard shortcuts. Okay, here we go. Windows logo key keyboard shortcuts. So, to display your system properties is the Windows key plus pause, and I don't think that's just Windows 7. I think that's other OSs as well. It brings up your system information. Display the desktop. Yes, this is one that I use a lot. If you want to just go straight to your desktop and not have to do like a lot of people do, minimize, minimize, minimize. If you don't want to have to go through that garbage, just push the Windows key D and onto the desktop you go. I don't know if this is Windows 7 only or not, but to minimize all windows, Windows key M minimizes them all. I don't know what the difference would be between show desktop and that, but I don't know. Restore minimized windows to desktop is Windows key Shift M. Open computer, which is actually Explorer, and that's works on other versions of Windows as well. The Windows key E brings up Explorer. Search for a file or folder, yes. Windows key F, of course. There's also Control F for find. Let's see. Lock your computer. I use this one a lot everywhere. A lot of people do Control Alt Delete and then they'll do lock. However, a quicker way to do it, which is how I always do it, is Windows key L, and it locks you out. Let's see, run. Of course, the Windows key R is run. Cycle through your windows. That's lovely. Oh, this one I love. Windows key plus a number. Okay. So this is an example. Alright, so this is how that works. And this is only a Windows Vista and Windows 7 thing. In XP, you cannot do this. If you have quick launch in Vista, it'll work this way. And then here in 7 with your pinned icons in your taskbar, it'll work this way. Let's say you want to open Windows Media Player without using your mouse from your taskbar right here. So this is how we do it with the keyboard. You'll notice it's the third icon over. This is Internet Explorer here is number 1. Number 2 is Explorer. And number 3 is Media Player. So this is what you do. The Windows key 3. And up comes Media Player. And that would work with anything you threw down this. So let's slap Word down here. Okay. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the 6th one over. So Windows key 6. Here's Word. What do you know? Word note with that is when you do this keyboard shortcut, don't use the number pad on the right side. If you happen to have one on your keyboard, use the actual typing space at the top row where your numbers are. Yeah, use that for your Windows key shortcut plus number, because otherwise it's not going to work. There's jump list, keyboard shortcut of the Alt Windows logo key plus number. So it'd be the same premise. If I wanted to have the jump list, and this is a Windows 7 feature, if you want to have the jump list show up in Media Player, Alt Windows key 3, there's the jump list for Media Player. Of course, good old Flip 3D if you have Vista or 7 running Arrow. Windows key tab instead of Alt tab, and you get 3D flippage. If you hold down Control while doing it, you will actually get that Flip 3D to stay until you actually click off of it. Such as this. I'm not pushing any keys on the keyboard, see? No hands on the keyboard. And it's still there. Let's see. Maximize a window on 7. You can do Windows shortcut keys. A couple. There's all sorts of different ones. I think it's Windows. Yes. This one I don't see on here, but The Windows key P will switch your machine from the display it's running. If you have, a second monitor, to extend it, to duplicate it, switch to projector, or just the screen only, the main screen only. Nice little quick shortcut tool to have. That's, I think, a 7, maybe Vista, I don't remember, thing. Most of you know this. F1 is help. No matter what program you're in, okay, here we are in Outlook. F1 will still be help when it comes up. So there's that. Another thing with keyboard shortcuts, you can create your own keyboard shortcuts to run an application. Let's take, we'll just take Microsoft Access 2010 here, for example. Let's say we want to have a keyboard shortcut that we push on our keyboard and up it comes in the drop of the hat. All you have to do is go to the Access program, right click on it, go to Properties. Here you'll see a shortcut key and put in the shortcut key that you want. Control Windows A or Control A, okay. So, and I can also make it so the window starts in the normal window, minimized, maximized, etc. So, if I apply that, and of course I have to provide administrative permission, Control A. So now, if I want to start Access, push Control Alt A. There's Access. What do you know? Isn't that awesome? Of course, I'm going to take that off for now. But something neat to have. What are we doing for time here? 12 minutes and such. Nostrils. Let's see. As far as file shortcuts are concerned, there's not too much to it. A file shortcut is basically a link that links back to the original location of a file or place, and it makes it easier for you to access. So, create a shortcut. Let's just go say you want to have a document on your desktop as a shortcut. Say this file called, no, I don't want to restart my computer at the moment. Thank you very much. Let's say this file called connections, we want to make a shortcut to our desktop. Just right click, drag, create shortcuts here. You just right click, hold down the right click button, drag it to wherever you want to put the shortcut, and let go and click create shortcuts here. There's your connection shortcut. So now I can open it right from the desktop. Yeah, some nice things there. I was playing around with Excel. Anyway, now, okay, what happens if I delete the shortcut? If I delete the shortcut, will it delete my whole thing? No, it won't. We're going to delete that shortcut. I'm permanently deleting it. By the way, if you hold down Shift while you're clicking delete, or hold down Shift and push delete, it will permanently delete it as opposed to going to the recycle bin. It's gone. The shortcut is, however, there it is. Still there. It just deletes the shortcut. Another shortcut is holding down the Shift key while you're inserting, say, a DVD into your computer. If you hold down the Shift key while you've inserted the DVD into the computer, the auto run will not start up. So if it's going to start playing the movie, it won't. If, say, it's a movie that you're putting in, it won't play it when you first put it in. Oh shoot, we're running out of time. There's a lot of other shortcuts out there that I haven't mentioned, but anyway, this is Nerd Ngong, and I approve this message. No quote of the day because I don't have time. Alright, have fun. Bye-bye.